part of this process and part of rebuilding my, and your, if you choose to follow along with me, relationship with creativity, like having it feel more sustainable, having it feel more rooted in love and self-compassion and curiosity, is also not overdoing it. It's also saying, even this little moment counted for a lot. So on that note, hello, my friend. This is a new thing I'm trying where I am giving you and me a peek into using creativity to feel better in your life, to feel better in my life. I have had a rough year, and I have been a creative art teacher for a few years now, and so this is an opportunity to practice what I preach and see if I can't help reacquaint myself with using creativity not only to boost inspiration, to feel excited about painting again, but also to just feel good about living the life that I'm living and accepting more pieces of who I am. So let's get started. One of my favorite tricks for using creativity as a tool to give yourself a gift, right? Using creativity as if it is a gift you are giving to yourself, is to recognize the tools that make me feel the best and that make me feel excited to dive into my creativity, that bring me a little bit of joy, which is one of the reasons why I collect ceramic palettes. It's one of my things, right? Because I think that using ceramic palettes that were made by an artist feels really cool to make art with a piece of art. So today's tip is to make something with a tool that you like to use, with something that makes you excited to use it, even if what you're making doesn't turn out exactly what you anticipated, how you anticipated it would. Or if you're like me and you just have no plan at all. I basically sat down and I decided, I'm going to hit record on a video and see what comes of it. And who knows if anybody's even going to watch it. I don't know. But I thought it would be fun. So number one tip for today, for this week, is to use a thing that you like to use just because you like to use it without even having a plan. This palette is a Ferris wheel, which is super cool. It's also already filled with, when I first purchased this palette, I think it was maybe like 6 months ago, I filled it with paints like a set of paints that I had purchased, but I hadn't really used. Like, they're not in my normal rotation of paints, which I like to have sets like this for exactly this purpose. When it feels exciting and new, but it doesn't feel like I'm making a big commitment. It's just using it makes me happy. So do I know what I'm going to paint with these yet? No, but I don't have to know. One way to kind of get in the creative mindset is to just do some swatches or to start painting. So I'm going to get out, see if I can find like a scratch paper or a journal or something somewhere. I did not even gather all of the supplies that I usually do, so hold please. Okay, I have this sketch pad. This is watercolor paper. It's student grade watercolor paper, Canson XL. And I'm just gonna do some like swatches, random marks maybe, with this set of paints on this Ferris wheel palette, just for fun. And I'm gonna choose a brush that I already know I like and use all the time. This is a Da Vinci Cassiano round number 6. So let's make some swatches. So I have swatched out these 6 colors. I can't remember exactly what brand this was. It's on the tip of my tongue. I do remember it was supposed to be like an earthy set, so more muted, more like a landscape set of colors, and this definitely matches that. I especially like using this Da Vinci Cassiano brush holds a lot of water, so I like making swatches with it because I can extend them pretty far. And now I kind of just want to make a bunch of random marks. Again, I didn't go into this painting session with a whole lot of ideas, except for I'm going to try to spend some time with watercolor today. So I'm gonna just make some random marks on my page with all the different colors. One thing that I know that I like to do when I do this kind of thing, when I'm making random marks, is to intentionally make some of the marks touch each other so that the paint can like bleed together. So I'm gonna make some of these green marks separately and then grab some, maybe the blue paint, and see how all these paints blend together when I accidentally touch them together. Yeah, it's moments like this that I'm trying to give myself, you know, tiny little moments of, ooh, that looks cool. Like, I want to give my brain a little reprieve so that I'm not, you know, using creativity as a way to like perform, right? I'm not using creativity as a way to like, see, look, I am good at this. That means I am a good person. Like, I'm trying to get away from performative acts like that and into using creativity as a space to breathe, as a space to recognize that there are lots of little moments everywhere, all around me. Some that I create, some that I just witness, that can give me a little moment of excitement, can give me a little moment of rest, can give me a little moment of insert whatever emotion you want more of here. And it's not always going to turn out that way, but with if I can rediscover how creativity can give those moments back to me, then maybe it won't feel so heavy all the time, right? Maybe it won't feel so much like a chore or so much like a shame story, like, oh, I didn't make it to my desk again today. That must mean I'm not as committed to my creativity. Like, it's not about proving my commitment to anything. It's about living my life and being a human and finding joy, the places that I can find joy, and being a creator of the kind of human experience that feels good to me, not that I think is going to be impressive, not that I think I should be doing, but just something that feels good for no other purpose than because I am a person worthy of love and worthy of feeling good, even if it only lasts a few seconds, and knowing that it's never a waste of time to do that. So this is something I've done so often, like this design where I just make little marks and then touch them against each other so I can get all these little bleeds everywhere. And it is always so much fun. So part of this process and part of rebuilding my and your, if you choose to follow along with me, relationship with creativity, like having it feel more sustainable, having it feel more rooted in love and self-compassion and curiosity, is also not overdoing it. It's also saying, even this little moment counted for a lot. So on that note, I'm going to stop here for today. Check back in next week, maybe. I have ADHD, so I'm not exactly known for, saying I'm going to do this thing and then always doing it exactly the way that I want to, but this is a thing that I'm trying. And so we'll see how many of these videos that I make where it feels good and if it is also fun for you. So anyway, thanks for watching. Happy painting, and I'll see you next time. Bye!